Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a master of suspense. We're going to be looking at my Alfred Hitchcock collection. Love this pop. But first we'll just jump in. These were some of the first ones I ever got. All these VHS right here. Some of the first movies I ever got of Hitchcock. They came in this cool signature collection. First one is Saboteur. Great film. Next is Topaz. Really enjoyed this one. It's about some spies who get caught. Well, don't want to spoil it, but about two spies. Torn Curtain. Also about spies. Yeah. Had to double check, yeah. Oh no, scientist. Yeah, not a spy, he's a scientist. Torn Curtain, really good one. Paul Newman, Julie Andrews. Shadow of a Doubt, which Hitchcock himself is his favorite film he ever directed. I enjoy it. I don't think it's one of his better films, but there's a lot of good suspense. Joseph Cotton is in it. Yeah, enjoy it. Frenzy, one of his last films. Enjoy that one. This one. Trouble with Harry. Really enjoy this one. Great film. Then his last film he ever directed, Family Plot. I think this is one of his better ones. A lot of you probably have never seen this one. Bruce Dern is in this film. Yeah, really good. Then top five probably Vertigo, Jimmy Stewart. Then my personal favorite, Rear Window. Love this one. Great murder mystery, film noir. Jimmy Stewart is in a wheelchair. He's a photographer. Well, you guys probably know he gets bored, so he starts watching his neighbors, and he thinks he sees a murder. That's what this movie is about. Grace Kelly is also in it. She was in a few Hitchcock films. Then another one of my favorites, Rope. It's like one continuous take, even though it wasn't, because back then they couldn't do a continuous take because film would run out. But yeah, really enjoy this one. Then probably a favorite for most of you, Psycho. These are dusty. Which was actually a Paramount movie, not a Universal movie. But they bought a bunch of his movies from Paramount when he transitioned from Paramount to Universal Studios. So yeah, a lot of people know it as a Universal movie, but it was actually a Paramount release. Yeah, it was filmed Paramount. Then one movie. I believe this was his first film with Universal, The Birds. Really enjoy this one. Uh, Probably top five, I would say. Then a remake he did of his own movie. Jimmy Stewart, Grace Kelly. Really like this one. A lot of times directors don't get a chance to remake their own movies. And I enjoy the original The Man Who Knew Too Much, but this one had such star power in it. Just a great, well done remake. Yeah. Then the last one in the series of VHS, Marnie. Really enjoy this one. My dad actually saw it in theaters. Yeah, he likes to tell me that all the time. He saw Psycho too in theaters. But yeah, Marnie. Okay, now we'll get into some documentaries. First is Inside Hitchcock. Love that artwork. Great documentary all about Alfred Hitchcock. Talk about his film career up to his death in 1980. Really enjoy this one, especially love that artwork. I would buy that poster if it was a poster. Next is the Universal story. Talks about Alfred Hitchcock, bunch of people, Steven Spielberg, and Universal Monsters. Pretty cool documentary. They don't spend a whole lot of time on Alfred Hitchcock, but that's okay. Then Beyond Universal Studios. Behind the scenes Universal Studios tour. If you do not know, which probably a lot of you do not know, there was a show about Hitchcock that showed you a little bit how they made some of his films, excuse me, including Psycho, how they did the shower scene. Pretty cool. They talk about in here. And in this one, this was a souvenir you could buy at Universal Studios. Souvenir video. Then a great documentary all about Psycho and how they filmed the shower scene. Really interesting. Danny Elfman, Jamie Lee Curtis, talked to a bunch of people. This is one of the man. This is one of the bear remakes documentaries. Then the Psycho Legacy, really great documentary about Psycho. They even talk about the sequels, or at least two. Okay, next is Alfred Hitchcock, More Than Just a Profile. Interesting, not one of the better ones, but pretty neat. Talk about the M for Murder, The Bird, Psycho, Rear Window. It has a bunch of trailers. That's cool. Comes with a few movies too. Sabotage, Murder, and The Cheney Vase. Cool. Next is Double Take. It's not really a documentary. Uh, oh, and Hitchcock impersonator Ron Barrage. Yeah, it's a black comedy about Hitchcock, like if he had a twin or something. Yeah, so a movie about Hitchcock. Interesting. It's been a while since I've seen this, so I need to check it out. A dark comedy where Hitchcock conspires with his uh, doppelganger to kill somebody. Interesting. I do not remember that. Huh. Okay. I'll have to revisit that at some point. Then Alfred Hitchcock, master of suspense on the set of Psycho. Yeah. Also includes a few episodes of Hitchcock Presents. Pretty cool. To rewatch some of these. It's been a while. I didn't even know that was a movie. Double take. Anyway, Talk with Hitchcock. This is a great documentary. They take audio footage and interviews he did over the years and put it all together. Interview from 1964. Oh, so it's just one interview, but still pretty cool. Then Hitchcock and Truffaut. This is a hard one to come by. He actually followed him around for a whole week, according to this. Recorded a bunch of tape. I believe he even wrote a book about his experience. So pretty cool. Really enjoy this documentary. Then we'll get into his show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. I love this show. When we would go to my granny's house, this would always be on. Great show. They need to release the final season and the Hitchcock Hour. Season 1, Season 2, it's just the same cover but with a different color. Season 3, Season 4, blue's my favorite color. Season 5, and Season 6. What year was this released? 2013. So come on, Universal. It's been 7 years. You gotta release the final season. What a shame. He directed a few of the episodes and was in it, obviously, as the host. Really great show. One of my favorite shows ever. Love that. Then we'll get into some remakes and sequels that he really had nothing to do with, but are based on things he did. First is Rear Window, the remake. Yeah, woo. Christopher Reeve. This is an interesting one. Uh, it's not really like the one with James Stewart, so it kind of doesn't feel like a remake, but yeah, it's just an updated, movie, which, yeah, it is what it is. I'll have to rewatch it. I'm not, you know, might be better than I remember. Then one that's, pretty decent, Perfect Murder, which is a remake to Dial M for Murder, but they they go more towards the play that Dow and for Murder was based on. So in a sense, it's not really a remake, but it's the same plot. Then a sequel nobody really asked for, but is actually pretty entertaining. Birds 2 Land's End, which we actually got from a guy we used to mow for. If you did not know, we had a lawn business for 5 years while we were in high school. So we would mow for this church. Uh, they, they pay us pretty good, so we enjoyed mowing for them. But the pastor actually had a whole bunch of horror VHS, and he was moving, so he said, I don't want to move all these VHS. Do y'all want them? And we're like, yeah, we want them. Caleb got, most of them. Godzilla, Mothra, Alligator Man, stuff like that. But this was one I got to keep. Birds 2 Land's End. It's a sequel that doesn't really make sense. Uh, Tippi Hedren is back, so it's, you know, continues that way. I enjoy this one more than any remake sequel other than the Psycho sequels. Yeah, really enjoy this one. We gotta pick up Psycho remake. Is what it is. It's a shot for shot, not done as well. Yeah, Vince Vaughn. Uh, anyway, Julianne Moore is great in it, and William H. Macy. It's a different take on it for sure. Yeah, it's. I mean, the original Psycho is one of my favorite movies, so that one will not be as good, but it is what it is. Anyway, some Psycho movies I did enjoy. Psycho 2 through 4. I remember renting all three of these with my friend Adam, and we just watched all three right in a row. So, good times. I really enjoy these ones. Anthony Perkins actually directed Psycho 3, so that's cool. Mick Garris directed 4, and Richard Franklin, don't know who that is, directed Psycho 2. They're all pretty good. Uh, 3 might be my favorite, I think. Yeah, I enjoy these. Then, Bates Motel, pretty good show, starring Freddie Highmore as Norman Bates. I won't show each individual season, but there they are. Alright, then some films he actually directed. Rebecca, really liked that film. Need to upgrade it, really. A key video. Definitely need to upgrade this. To Catch a Thief. Top 10 Hitchcock for me. Love this film. Yeah, really good. Also another great film, Spellbound. Need to upgrade these on VHS. Then another good one, Notorious. Really enjoy this one. Then one that's just kind of okay, Under Capricorn. It's like uh, it's a murder mystery, but mainly it takes place in court, I believe. I've only seen this once, So, yeah, that one I probably won't be upgrading. Then, Alfred Hitchcock, The Legend Begins. This has 20 of his earlier films, including 39 Steps, which is a great one. Lady Vanishes, Lodger, Sabotage. The original Man Who Knew Too Much is on here. So pretty cool. Some of his earlier works. Then a 4-pack of some great ones. Suspicion, Strangers on a Train, I Confess, and The Wrong Man. Strangers on a Train is one of my favorites. Really enjoy that one. Then Criterion of Foreign Correspondent. Really enjoy this one. And to have on Criterion is really cool. Then a top 5 for me. Dial M for Murder. Grace Kelly. Great film. Really enjoy it. Yeah. I don't know if this ever got a Blu-ray release in the States. I'm not sure. If it did, I would definitely grab it. Of course, that artwork is so cool. Anyway, love that film. Then Stage Fright, which actually stars his daughter. Let's see, I believe so. Pretty sure I'm correct about that. Pat Hitchcock is not listed, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting that right. She's also in Strangers on the Train. That's her right there. Anyway, good film. Then Lifeboat, which is a great film also. How he made his cameo in this film is so awesome. Great film though. Most of you probably have never heard of Lifeboat. It's a great film though. Then a film about the birds, the girl, all about Tippi Hedren and how he found her and how their relationship dissolved over a couple of films. Uh, he said he would stalk her and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but pretty interesting film. Then Hitchcock. Anthony Perkins as Hitchcock. He wore a suit and makeup for this. Really cool. Great film. All about the making of Psycho. How it all came about. Really cool. Yeah, definitely check that out. Then I have 2 collections here. Blu-ray and DVD. This one has more movie. This one has 6 films. Psycho, Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, and The Birds. Pretty cool. Blu-ray. Then this one has a bunch of films. 13, I believe. I won't go through all of them. It's a lot. Saboteur. Basically all the ones that I showed earlier that were on VHS. All those are on this set. So pretty cool. Alright, that will do it for the Alfred Hitchcock collection. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Tell me your favorite Hitchcock film. And if you love the show like I do, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Love that show. Rear Window would be my personal favorite, but if you have a nerd favorite, definitely leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up. New videos coming as always. Until then, I'm Josh. If I don't see you out thrifting, I'll see you at the movies, maybe. When they reopen. Bye.